Give God a praise for this honored lady. That's all right for me. I said, but give God a praise. After a long Sunday, after a long weekend, some of us had to be here tonight to say to her, woman of God, your labor speaks for itself. I wish I had one witness in the house. Yes, as she stated, I just buried my baby that her mama carried her 9 months and birthed her, but I had her all of her life. She was so concerned about me with my cancer, she would watch in the recliner every time I went for radiation, every time I went for chemotherapy. Nicole was at the foot of the bed in my recliner, watching over me all night long. She said, Daddy, I wanted to keep praying that God would ease your pain. God would, and when she was stricken with leukemia and kidney failure, I prayed her through. And then her last day, she said, Daddy, I'm good with whatever happens. See, when you know it is well with your soul, you don't worry about dying. Because if dying was all, you would be in bad shape. So when she eased off, I said, well, good night, my princess. Wait on the voice of the Lord to speak to you like he talked to David and said, he whispers in the ear of his beloved and says, come away, my fair one. Come away, my dove. I said, and Nikki, when you hear that, just say, yes, Lord, yes, Lord, yes, Lord. And the doctor told me, said, you should have seen her transition. She didn't fight with it at all. She just said, See, when you rest in the Lord, you say, Can you help me just sing an old praise? My soul loves Jesus. I wish I had about 10 of y'all that know that. My soul. This mouth, use this oracle only for your glory. For the third time today, even with this tired body, I've only asked of you one request. Just do it again. Answer the age-old question. Is there any word from the Lord? Hide Hudson behind the cross, that your people will see less of thee, but more of he. Spirit of the living God. Spirit of the living God. I rebuke confusion here. I rebuke the foul spirit that just crossed me. Father, I want your people to see less of me, but more of thee. Spirit of the living God. Let your love prevail in this place now. Spirit of the living God. Somebody needs to hear you now. He'll deliver and set free. In Jesus' name. Clap those hands and give me the praises you take. I do want to make this confession. I must admit, Papa McGinnis and Mama McGinnis, the older I'm getting now in ministry and pastoring and being whoever that men say that I am, I find it, one of those things where it is a challenge to try to preach to people after they've eaten a mouthful. I looked at, the salad was just good. And I couldn't let that go by. I'm old people now. I'm 70 years old, and after 2 heart attacks, 3 strokes, 2 battles with cancer, had 6 months to live with prostate cancer, still live with the prostate tumor in my body, but I'm 17 years cancer-free. See, I don't have time to come and stroke and knowing that God is in charge of. To act like I'm a spectator, a dictator, an agitator, or instigator. I ain't got but one thing on my mind. Heaven on my mind. I'm not gonna miss heaven for nobody tonight. I wouldn't care how good she looked, what she smelled like, and how much money she got. I got one wife that ain't nothing shaking but it making but it's taking. I live holy, I live sanctified, and I got the Holy Ghost. After I buried Nikki, as of Friday night, I flew back from Nassau, Bahamas, my church there. We had our convention there. Because the delegates came, convocation, National International Convocation, they came from Paris, from Africa, from England, from South America, Santo Domingo, you name them all, Puerto Rico. They all were here in New York, and I had to return the request because Paris, France flew into Bahamas for the first time, and they wanted to plan, Papa and Mama McGinnis, the first European and American coming together in holiness. I wish I had one witness in the house. And we planned last week while I was in Nassau, Bahamas for next year's Impact.
Let us know, Bishop.
Where the saints of God need to learn. The Lord didn't tell you to seek ye. The commission said, go ye. And he didn't just say in Jamaica where you live, it said into all the world. So while I was in Nassau, Pastor Overseer called me Thursday, I think it was. Bishop, I want to know, it's all well, and you all right? And I said, yes, I'll be there Sunday night. No, said the same. But I didn't intend, Overseer, to preach but once today. Wound up, this is my 3rd time preaching. When my doctor, if he finds out, and don't none of y'all find out from my sister or my daughter that's here, my personal doctor, because if y'all call him and tell him on me, I'm going to tell Jesus on you. Every now and then, you got to go beyond the call of duty. And tonight, I love this lady. And listen, her husband and I got to talking in the lobby out there. And lo and behold, we got the same roots together, he and I. And it's nothing like having and sharing heritage. Some of the saints need to learn where you came from. If you didn't know your daddy, you need to find out who he was. And above all, you ought to know your mama. Come on, man. Everybody that had babies wasn't mothers. Some was just my mammies. There's a difference in holiness between a mammy and a mother. I don't have no saints now. Everybody on be self-righteous. So now listen, I don't have no strength to try to impress nobody. So if you think I'm going to make you do 10 twisters and 5 back flips and 20 sit-ups and 45 stand-ups, you got the wrong one, baby. My name is Ray Charles. I came tonight just to share a word with you. And again, I say, I love this lady. She don't know what she did for me when she made me remember how much she's been following my ministry, but watching my walk and my talk. The saints taught us an old jingle that said, if you live right. I'm sick of folks with titles that ain't living nothing. I'm talking about when holiness stood for something. You didn't give them a hallelujah just that quick thought. You got it, baby. Pay $1,500 and think you got it made. The devil is a lie. You had to live a life before him. You had to walk up right in before him. Come on now, line upon line and preach precept upon precept. They didn't give out papers when I got ordained.
No, they didn't.
Boy, the Presbyterians looked at me with stone eyes.
Yes.
If this board decides not to pass you, will you get mad with the board? I looked at each one of them. Some of them, God bless them, may they forever rest in peace now. But I looked at each one of them with a smile on my face. I don't care how stone-faced they look. I smiled and said, whatever the board says. All right. If the board says go back, study some more. Stay faithful to your leader. Walk beside him, not ahead of him. Don't let nobody pull you in no corner and say you got it. You can do this. Don't let anybody sway your head. Be those that have to rule over you and realize, be not weary and well doing. If you just be patient in due season. I'm sick of folks that don't know what a season is yet. They just think winter, spring, summer, and fall is a season. There's a season that's called my God. I wish I had a witness here. And when God calls the season, I wouldn't care what time of the year it is. I feel a preach right now. I'm going to give you the text. And forgive me for not trying to do that, all that, y'all may expect me to do. I looked at that plate. I saw that fish, and it was just, I said, oh, Lord, forgive me, but I got to have a little piece of this fish. So I pieced the piece off, and I put it in my mouth real quick and said, nobody would see it. I had already told him at the door, I said, no, just fix it for me to take home, I got to do the work. But then I looked beyond the fish, and I saw some tail. That once was on an ox. And had to have nerve to have a chaser next to it called peas and rice. And I said, da. So I had to go to them. I said, I had to tell them to remove this, please. Never get too holy, you can't laugh. Never get too righteous, you can't carry a smile. Learn to keep making your enemies mad every time they see you. If they see you with your smile on your face, and a smile on your... Let every devil in hell know, greater is he that's in you. Some of the saints, acting like, they don't love me. In holiness, it wasn't about who loved you. The real thing was, do you love the Lord? And you didn't worry about who was on your side or who took sides. We used to just say, I'm on the Lord's side. And it makes me mighty happy. We've already prayed. But they're in the gospel of, praise Jesus, Luke. If you brought your Bible, or maybe you got these in new mushbukas, gadgets, social media. I thought I had hooked into the Bible. I thought I hooked into the Next Step Amplified. Now I can't find it to save my soul. When I be playing with it, I be like, yeah, that's it. Where's the word? They say devotion, they say daily word. I said, I don't want all that. I want to go to the word. So every now and then I do stumble upon it. But I'm going to stick with what I know, and that is this old book. Somebody ought to say it's in the book. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was God, and the Word was with God. It said it was in the beginning. Nothing was made that was not made by Him. I wish I had a witness. Luke number 10. Which one that's with me? My musicians was with me all day long, and when I told Pastor Cook, I said, they wanted to come with me. They said they don't want to eat. Pastor, you ain't got to pay for us. We just wanted, because we know you're tired, and we don't want you to overdo yourself, and we got to look out for you. I said, that's right, young people, look out for me. How many of us that's in here that's going on now, thank God that we were faithful as young people to this old saints? Does any of us remember carrying the pastor's bag? Yes, Lord. We didn't care if they did call us the gopher. And no, that was not, I didn't care. Amen. I put my time in. And I did it with love. And didn't want, they didn't, they didn't have much for themselves. Let's know them to give me anything. All I wanted them to do was just pray for me. And to just make sure when they talk to God, call my name out to them. And now that I'm growing older myself, I thank God. All I can say is the Lord is keeping me. He's blessing me. And even when my daughter went to be with the Lord, I had no time to be like my family was carrying on and acting crazy and all that. That's why when I went, the Lord sent me on a walk around the sanctuary on the night of the big celebration. And who was standing over in the corner? She didn't even know I saw her until I called. I said, "Oh, see her. Come here, man. Come here. Come here." She said, "Ah, she was about to say you saw me." I said, "Because I want to tell you to your face, I'm going to see you that Sunday night." Little did I know I was going to have to wind up preaching 2 times before now. But I said, "I'm going to see you." And then when she called me in the Bahamas, I said, "Oh, baby, I got to see you. Got to be there with you." Because time is of the essence now. We need to learn how to encourage one another and to keep each other held up in love and in prayer. Stop this business about what title you got, and if you're not on the same level with me, I can't do this and I can't. Share love. God is love. And by this shall all men know that you are my disciples, by the love that you have.